Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time for the next installation. I feel inspired by my kids today, so I think we're going to talk parenting. Am I going to tell you I have all the answers? Oh, hell no. No way on God's green earth do I have all the answers. And the truth is, anybody who tells you that they know exactly what to do when it comes to parenting is either lying or they don't have a clue what they're talking about because they're not a parent themselves. All of us parents out here, no matter how many books you read, how many documentaries you watch, we're all making it up as we go. Because anybody who says, oh, this is what you have to do, doesn't understand that every kid is an individual, no different than you or I. Their needs, the ways you need to deal with them, they're going to change depending on the kid. My oldest, all I've got to do is throw her a sideways glance and she knocks off whatever it is she's doing that she's not supposed to be doing. I can have a conversation with her and it's effective. The next one down the line, she's got the attention span of a canary. And having a conversation with her might as well be talking to a brick wall. But what works for her is physical exercise. I use some of the exercises I learned in the military. So push-ups, sit-ups, flutter kicks, holding your arms out until your arms get tired. Those exercises work on that one. Next one down the line, you can talk to him until you're blue in the face. You can make him exercise until you're tired. And it ain't gonna do a darn thing. However, a couple of swats on the rear end, and he squares up. The youngest, that one, we're still figuring out what works best for that one. But four completely different styles of disciplinary action. Praise is always a must. Love is always a must. Are we there to be their friend? No. Would I like to be my kid's friend? Oh, heavens, yes. But is that the primary objective? No. If I have to choose between my kid hating me and growing up to live a decent life because they know what the world's going to throw at them and they can live a good life because of what I taught them, or being their friend and growing up to suffer as an adult, I'll be their worst enemy. I will sacrifice that relationship that I desperately want to ensure that those kids will grow up to be good, well-rounded adults. And I've explained that to him. My oldest, she's doing great. I couldn't be more proud of her. She babysits for several people and she's not even 16 yet. She's a phenomenal kid. She's going places. She'll outdo me and her mama. And I couldn't be more proud of her. She's witty. But does that mean I back off of her? Does that mean I relax my standards for her? No. She screws up and I come down on her. I am hard on my kids. I make sure my expectations are known, and I adhere to them rigidly. I have outright made a point of making sure they understand my house is not a democracy. My house is not a republic. My house is a totalitarian dictatorship. And I am the iron-fisted dictator. And so far, it's working. I know for a fact, gentle parenting would not work on my boys. Nope. They are too much like me, which means they don't listen to words. They don't. And if you try the gentle parenting method with them, you're going to spend all of your time, no sir, no sir, why are you doing that? No, we don't do that. There may be some kids out there that works. And if that's the case, more power to you. If you can bring them up right using that method, hey, kudos to you. But as with anything else, everybody's their own individual. You've got to figure out your method of parenting, your child's needs, your child's preferences, I guess you could say. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to be made up as you go, no matter how many books you read. One day everything's going to go absolutely wonderfully. You're not going to have to say one crossword or throw one side-eye glance at them. And the next day it's going to be like they're on crack and meth and just off the walls. Something we have found, we've cut the artificial dyes out of the diet. And it's actually helped temperaments a lot. All around. And that's not just kids. I really don't even need any of the artificial dyes no more. I was never a label reader. But we decided that it can't hurt, so let's give it a shot. We've noticed the difference. Anecdotal? Yeah. Could somebody else do it and have absolutely zero results? Yeah. We are our own people. Every house, every family will have a different dynamic. Some may be very similar. Some may be very different. My sister is a proponent of the gentle parenting techniques. And that's how she prefers to raise her kids. Do I agree with it? No. As a dad, do I think my kids are coming up better behaved? Yeah. Does my sister agree with my methods? Nope. But one of the beauties of being in the country we live in, we don't have to agree. Now, when it comes to giving spankings, butt whoopings, is there a difference between a disciplinary action, a spanking, and abuse? Oh heavens, yes. If you're hitting them out of rage, if you're hitting them because you are mad and you mean it, you're hitting them with full force, that's abuse, plain and simple. If you're leaving lasting marks, bruises, welts, as long as they don't last more than a few seconds, those are just a side effect of any kind of impact. But if you're leaving bruises, lasting marks, you might want to reassess what you're doing. If you're hitting them because you're mad at them, you might want to take a step back, have a thought or two. I've never swung at my kids as anger. I've never given them a whooping out of anger. We've always had a discussion beforehand and afterwards. Because do I believe whoopings on their own are going to solve any problems? No. At that point, it's violence for the sake of violence. And all you're doing is perpetuating violence. We have a conversation about the whooping, what they did to earn it, why it is at the count it's at, and then afterwards, I don't like doing this. Please don't make me do it again. Now the words vary from time to time. That's a Cliff Notes version of it, but there's a fine line, just as with everywhere else in the world, or everything else in the world, between abuse and proper punishment. And as a parent, you have to be able to dance that fine line. You have to know where that line is and do your absolute best to never cross it. And I think that's what most of us parents are out here doing. We're doing the best we can with what we got. We're taking lessons from our parents, our neighbors, fellow parents that we watch, and trying to apply them to what we do at home. Are you going to get it right every time? Happens. But are we all doing the best we can with what we got? Yeah. Are we going to make mistakes? Guess what? You're human. It's going to happen. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's how we learn. We learn best from our mistakes, not our successes. I'll tell you what, I haven't learned a whole lot from raising my oldest. That kid, phenomenal kid. I haven't had to work hard to raise that one right at all. My younger two, they're going to be a parenting challenge. But that's part of the fun of it. If we knew all the answers, life would be boring. So, enjoy the journey. We're all going to miss it when it's over. Because it's not about the destination, it's about the route we take to get there. Enjoy it. Love those babies.